You've got to be kidding me! Hey guys, welcome back to the Bald Shredder channel, and if my voice sounds a little bit unusual this week, it's because I'm recovering from a cold that I caught last week. You guys know the saying, the show must go on. Check out this JS11 Dinky from Jackson Guitars. This thing is the definition of ridiculous. And wait till I tell you the price that I paid for this thing. It's gonna blow your mind! But first, as usual, I have written and recorded an all-new shred jam on this guitar just for this video. Check it out! I was accessing my inner George Lynch on that particular track. Alright, well the guitar, guys, this is the Dinky JS11 electric guitar from Jackson. And this is currently the cheapest model that Jackson makes and sells. You can find these online from a variety of places for 159 bucks. And the reason I finally pulled the trigger on this one, well, there was two reasons actually. I was really curious to see, after many years of not buying a new Jackson guitar, like, how good is the quality and how good is the cheapest Jackson guitar now? And then one day, when I was perusing through Amazon, I saw this guitar listed and it was on sale. It was on sale for $148 from this particular seller, and there was like a 20% coupon, I think, whatever it was, and I ended up getting this guitar brand new, Amazon, so it's free shipping. You ready, guys? $134. I just could not pass it up. And I'm gonna tell you guys right now, dollar for dollar, pound for pound, shred for shred, this is pretty much the best thing you can buy. I mean, seriously guys, I didn't have super high expectations because I had a cheap Jackson guitar about 20 years ago. You guys remember those Jackson guitars that they used to sell? It was a dinky like this, but it had like a chrome bridge and chrome knobs and stuff, and two humbuckers like this, but it had a reverse headstock, and they came in like a candy apple red and maybe blue, black, I don't remember, something like that. And at the time, 20 years ago, those sold for $199. And yeah, I had one of those. I bought it. I bought it at Guitar Center for 199 bucks. And it was okay. I mean, it was pretty decent for a $200 guitar. But let me tell you, this guitar is so much better. And this is what blows my mind. We're talking more than 20 years later, guys. So not only is it a better guitar, better made, better specs, better pickups, better everything, but it's also cheaper, right? More than 20 years later, and this one sells for $159, and that one was $199, and that was the cheapest one at the time, I think. And it's just so much better. Whoa! So let's get into the specs on this. It's got a poplar body, a maple neck, and a really nice amaranth fretboard, also known as Purple Heart. And of course, as it should, the back of the neck has a light satin finish, so it is super fast. Now, one of the things that I was most curious about, guys, was, before I got it, was what's the neck profile gonna be like, and what are the frets gonna be like? Are they gonna be jumbo? Is it gonna be a thin neck? And the answer is yes! Yes! This is a really thin D-shaped profile, like a real Jackson guitar. I mean, it is a real Jackson guitar, but you never know with, you know, an import guitar, 159 bucks. It might not be exactly like the more expensive Jackson guitars, but yeah, thin, really thin, D-shaped, lightning fast, shred neck profile. And jumbo frets on top of that. But what else would you expect from Jackson, right? Now this guitar is made in China, and a lot of other budget guitars, ones that you can buy on Amazon and other places, they're also made in China. But the issue that we keep running into over and over with those other budget brands is that you get neck profiles that are too round, too chunky, too thick, and they have frets that aren't jumbo. They aren't big enough. But not on this guy. It's got the thin neck and the jumbo frets just like you want it to have. Now, two things that it doesn't have, guys. It does not have stainless steel frets. I mean, this is a budget guitar. It's a $159 guitar. So no, it doesn't have stainless steel frets. But you know what? Who cares? And also, it does not have the compound radius like more expensive Jackson guitars have. It just has a 12-inch radius. But man, it feels great. I didn't do anything to it. I didn't turn the truss rod. I didn't adjust the saddles. It came right out of the box with really low action, and it's got no fret buzz. So not only does it have a great neck, and it has the jumbo frets, they're pretty darn close to being perfectly level. The only thing, and this is not even what I would really call a gripe, but just, I would say the only thing that's absolutely not perfect is that there's a little bit of sharpness on the edges of the frets. But I mean, barely. I don't even notice it when I'm playing. It's not even enough that I would get out the file and file the frets. But, you know, just so you guys know. Now it also has two humbuckers, Jackson branded high output pickups that actually sound good. After playing this, testing it out, doing the demo, I have absolutely no desire to change the pickups in this guitar. Now the bridge, it is a 2-point floating style bridge that you can float, and it's got the whammy bar. It comes with a bar. I don't have it on there because I haven't used it, but when you get this and you get it out of the box, it is not set up to float yet. You can do that by adjusting the claw in the back, you know, the springs, by loosening the tension or whatever, and then adjusting the strings. You can do that. It's not that hard to do. But then, you know, it might not stay in tune perfectly because it's not a double locking trem. You know, the way I have it, where the bridge is just basically down flat on the body, and I'm using it more like a hardtail, not using the bar, it stays in tune like almost perfectly. It barely, rarely goes out of tune. Controls, we're looking at volume, tone, 3-way blade switch. And it's just such a cool guitar overall. Even the tuners have the Jackson logo on them. So yeah, of course this thing is getting the Bald Shredder stamp of approval. Now seriously guys, if you're just looking for a straight up metal, shred metal, even if you don't shred, you're just looking for like a hard rock, straight up, no frills, like nothing super fancy as far as the way it looks, you know, it's just black, all black. I like this one. The reason I got the black is because all the headstocks are black. Even if you buy a white one or another color, it's got the black headstock. But if you go with the black color, then it makes it look like it's got the matching headstock, which I really like. Anyway, as I was saying, it's a total shred metal machine, and you know, it's all blacked out, and it kind of begs the question, like, this guitar is so black, how much more black could it be? Well, you know the answer, right? None. None more black. So am I ready to declare this the best guitar in this price range, in its price range, $159? Oh yeah, absolutely. There is nothing in that same price range. I'm talking $159, $160, $170, $175. Nothing that has this neck with the jumbo frets and pickups that sound this good. No way. Now, if you want to go up to like $199 and you start getting above $200, of course there's going to be some other options. Jackson even has another guitar, like a dinky, with 24 frets instead of the 22, and I think those sell for $199. And if it's got the same neck, the same jumbo frets, great sounding pickups, then that's probably an even better option than this one. But remember what I said, guys, I wanted to see what the cheapest Jackson guitar was gonna give me. Like, what was the quality gonna be like? Was I really gonna get a value for my dollar? And for my 134 bucks, yeah, man, talk about money well spent. Now, it is not a super light guitar, guys. It weighs in at 7.92 pounds. And the last thing, in case you're curious, it does come set up with 9-gauge strings. All right, guys, that's pretty much it for the Jackson JS11. Now, I'm gonna put a link to the buyer I bought this guitar from on Amazon, but when I just looked at the listing, like right before recording this video, there were only 2 left. And remember, guys, this is not a sponsored video. He didn't send it to me. I just bought it. So if it's sold out, you know, just look for another seller. You can buy them from all kinds of places. All right, guys, thanks for watching, and I'll see you next time.